Families are actually going to be able to come together for the holidays, and some resume those beloved Southern Arizona traditions like making tamales.
And this year's holiday rush is keeping local tamale makers extra busy. Fox 11's Mary Coleman spent the afternoon at Tucson Tamale and has more on how this holiday season is shaping up in a very tasty way.
Hojas de maiz, corn husks, masa, dough, and whatever filling your heart desires. All ingredients for the perfect tamal. And they are a Tucson staple. It's apparent at Tucson Tamale as the business experiences an above-average year. And factory workers have been working around the clock.
Well, it's been pretty nuts. From opening to close, it's just lines out the door. People buying 5-10 dozen at a time. It's a lot easier to buy them than it is to make them. And especially as people get older, it's just easier to come here and buy their tamales.
Everyone knows the most important ingredient is love, whether it's a recipe passed on for generations or just the tradition of making them as a family. You can't go wrong. One woman we spoke with had to make a pit stop to get hers before heading back to Phoenix.
My sister's grandmother would make us tamales when we were really young, Grandma Mary. And when she passed away, we would get them from just random people. And when I was come down here to see a friend who went to NAU, we stopped and got these tamales, and I'm like, okay, that's the closest thing to what Grandma would make.
My mom makes her tamales as well, and I think those are still the best things ever. So I'll swear by that one.
I asked Ruiz what makes Tucson Tamales' recipe so special. He tells me that's the owner's secret, but clearly they are doing something right.
Well, I'll compare it to 2019 because that was our biggest year ever. We're about 15% higher than that.
Ruiz says he believes more than 4,000 tamales were sold today, and tomorrow they expect to sell even more than that, proving tamales are perhaps the best thing to unwrap for Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
In Tucson, Mary Coleman, Fox 11 News.
I was wondering this. If you still want to get tamales, Tucson Tamale is open tomorrow from 10 until 3. I think I know where I'm going to be stopping tomorrow.
Well, you can get me one while you're
All right.
there.